Yes. Good evening, guys. Everyone. How is everyone? Just gonna mute you guys while we have a chat. While you have a chat in the background. Don't worry about it. Okay. Good evening. Hope you are all well. Welcome to Wednesday's homebrew session. The Shaken Lands Season 1, Episode 13. So, everything is getting a bit weird and wonderful in the campaign currently. But we're going to go into a recap shortly when we're going to get the players online. Just got a couple of admin things to do before we go. So, I'm Bulverik Games. How are you, everyone? Hope you're doing well. Right. Hello, Alison Kuna. How you doing? Alison L. Kuna, how you doing? Nice to see you. So, if you're a lover of RPG games, D&D is today, and we have a special thing happening right now, and that's you could be part of the adventure yourself. Adventure yourself. So how you could do this, so, is the channel points that you gain while watching, donating, subscribing, following, etc. You get all the points from all that. You can then use these points to interrupt the campaign with certain activities. So if I type in the chat for a minute, I'm very tired because I'm doing a lot because I'm upgrading the stream. As you can see, the beautiful overlay. Oh, you put a lot of work in it, and hopefully we get the rewards, because I'm here to entertain, and that's what I'm hoping that we're going to be doing today. Okay, so I think it's that one. Yep. So as you can see in chat right now, there are some redemptions. You can either type !redeem and then one of these keywords, or you can click on the link and redeem through the link. So what does it do? So let's say if a player or an enemy you like the look of, you can give them a D4 dice or a D6, and they can add it to any roll that they wish in the future. So for example, let's say one of the players is struggling really badly and you wanted to feel helpful. You can then spend your channel points, add a D4, add a D6, and you can make them get more successful by letting them add that to the roll. Then you've got an inspiration, which means it's a re-roll basically to anyone, any person, even enemy. So if you're feeling a little bit chaotic, shall I say, evil, you can then give it to the enemies so that the enemies can hit harder. Then we're starting to get to the good stuff at the end. You've got heal, so you can heal someone. Just to let you know, it scales to the level, so it's not the heal spell, but it is scalable to the level. Monster, which is add a monster to an already battle. So if there's a battle happening, you can add another monster to that battle. Random means a random encounter, so I choose whether or not it's going to be a social or battle encounter. You can force that basically. Test my skills of being able to think quite quickly. That's what that's all about. My personal favourites now. You got wild magic. So at the moment, in the world of Orndal, the ley lines is shot. It's broken, which means the arcane and the divine magics are struggling to go off and be successful or actually go to true home. So what this means, wild magic, means that there's a 50-50 chance of doing something good or something bad. Your spell still goes off, but there's added extras. And you can force that by redeeming a wild magic. There is some fun stuff in there, I'll be honest with you. It's a custom one that I built myself. If you head to my web store, as you can see there, it tells you everything about redemptions and stuff like that. So happy days for that. Then at the very end, the top of the chain, you've got your own magic you can cast. So you can cast Fireball yourself on a single target and it explodes out into a radius. Again, this scales to the level of the players. Totally dependent on what you're feeling right now. Whether you're feeling chaotic, yes, or whether you're feeling helpful or generous. You can heal up and be good, or you can just be neutral and just go random, and then we'll choose at random. Right, just will say that the redemptions is limited. Some of the big stuff is limited, and there is a time on it as well. And I'm hearing what they're saying in here, and it's hilarious. We'll go live very shortly, but I just want to give these admins out for you. Right, and then the final thing at the end of that is if you do redeem something on the website, we are currently writing a story that the players are building in the world that I've built, and your redemptions will I'm hearing them, and they're being mean to me. Yes, story. So you could be part of the story, and then hopefully at the end of the season, I'm gonna write it up into a book, and that way you could be part of the adventure. Because who wants to be in the adventure? So I'm just waiting for these guys to stop shouting at me in my earpieces. Right, I think we're ready. So I think we're ready, aren't we, guys? I'm gonna unmute you now. You behave yourselves.
Okay.
All
Are
right.
you muted now?
You are unmuted now. Yes. Hello, guys. How are you, everyone?
Actually, pretty tame.
No, you are tame. Yes, I appreciate that. And now I'm just telling everyone about the redemptions because
David Bellamy, that's it.
David,
Here we have.
you see the stuff
Not
I
heard him in a while.
This.
Just mute us then next time and let the stream hear us. You can't.
So we're going to do a recap now where we are, what's been happening very, very quickly. So the adventurers have headed up north to Balis with the intention of saving or delivering goods to the war-stricken city. Well, it's actually a camp.
Disaster-stricken.
Yeah, disaster-stricken, yeah. As the mountain
Jeffrey,
reach has crumbled under the weight of a gigantic beast that everyone is screaming is coming from the gods, basically. So you deliver the goods to the
Trader, wasn't it?
yes,
the
trader guy that looks after all of the bits. Decided to have a little look around the camp and found out that there is a nice tavern that is giving away food to refugees, obviously with a little bit of inflation, selling it to the people that are obviously not refugees. There is a mad mage around selling his wares, as one of our magic men found out. And the War Council are talking around the table and has asked you, kind adventurers, before you head off, to go up north to the mountainside and rescue or assist in the dwarves up there, because of a new hole has opened up in the side of the mountains where pouring abominations are starting to come out, causing havoc and despair across citizens of Balis. So you get up to the mountainside. You notice the dwarves are fighting. There is dwarves outside resting up. Getting a little bit more information as you venture in. It turns out that there is a dwarven party that went further into the cave, and because of that, they've not come back. And the entrance, the guys at the entrance was a little bit worried, and have asked you to go in and help bring them back. Inside this cave, there is a lot of wonderful things happening. It looks like it was man-made. The entranceway was by accident. There is an underground growing shrubs and trees and corn. It's just weird. But the most weirdest bit is the stuff you found deeper into the cavern. There were 6 cultists worshipping around an orb in the centre of a room. Guarding the entrance of this room is the said dwarves that had gone missing, mind controlled to do the bidding of the cultists. Trying to work out how to get past these dwarfs, the adventuring party, some of them decided to vault over them successfully, I must add, and misty step in and stuff like that. While a couple of the fighters stood back and tried to blow for blow, with an epic battle to luckily not hitting, because you were rolling really bad that day. After the orb has been destroyed, 3 cultists has fallen. The dwarves snap out of it. They imprison the 3 remaining cultists, but one, after being questioned quite erratically, its head basically imploded and blood started pouring out of orifices. So someone, somewhere, or something is trying to stop information leaking out. After the dwarves took the cultists away, you guys decided to go venture further in, because there's a lot to this cave that needs to be questioned. You found secret passageways going further in. You notice that there's a gigantic bone corpse of a headless dragon lying in the middle of this cavern. Looks like it's been there a long time. Bones being stripped, and the only evidence of its death is its swift cut off the head. There is no signs of battle damage to the bones or anything like that. Inside here, the group is the adventurers is occupied by some abomination flying creatures, half human, half flying creature. They venture down and attack. One of them looked like it was more hearty than the others, bearing 4 wings instead of 2. After dealing with them, it was obvious that the innards of this was pumped with some sort of green ichor. There was no sign of any blood. The tissue was stitched together. It was basically a built abomination. Further in, you guys noticed 2 large monstrosities being racked up, being pumped full of green liquor. No, green ichor. Coming from what appears to be just a single vase on either side. So 2 vases pumping into the 2 abominations. In the middle of this, there is a book. The book is of a leather-bound substrate. Going further and having a little look, the abomination stays still and dormant. The book learned wizard slash, I think you're wizard slash sorcerer, or are you wizard? I can't remember. Help me out here, Sean.
What did you say?
What's your character? Class?
What are you talking about?
Your class. Your class, yeah.
Sorcerer wizard.
Sorcerer wizard, I was right.
Or wizard sorcerer.
I was right.
It's both.
Both. Grabbed the book and yes, didn't have a very fun time handling it. After that, Bunny popped their heads like squidgy,
grapes.
Squidgy like grapes, yeah. Popped their heads like grapes of the 2 abominations, just to make sure that they don't animate and kick them in the butt as they walk out. A lot of other things happened. A giant stash of silver was found, hoarded in the room, among other things, as well as a silver inlaid creature that was just piled up that turned out to be a wormling of a dragon. Thanks to Lady Frampton in the chat, redeeming another monster. There was a second wormling join the party, as well as a small gnomish, halfling-sized rider, covered from head to torso in silver, just like the silver crown in Game of Thrones.
Gold.
Sorry?
It was gold.
Was it gold? Ah, yeah, golden crown. Yeah, same thing, same principle, just silver. After that happened, it was evident that the caves were fully explored. Well, you questioned whether it was fully explored. You spent a considerable amount of time shifting silver, having a look around, and you came to a conclusion that the cave has been fully explored. You have a cart full of said number. I've got it written down. I said I have it written down. 20,589 silver.
Oh, there you go.
To be exactly. Yeah. The cart is stationed outside, and we're going to continue this story with the adventurers sat outside, north of Baylis, in the caves. So you'll be up here somewhere. Okay. Where do you go now? What do you want to do? How do you want to do it? Because at the end of the day, you've got a cart full of silver. The dwarfs are happy that I have
a cleavage full of silver.
You have a cleavage full of silver. That's even better.
Yeah.
There's no sign of B, no sign of the wolf, and Rashala's gone off wandering.
Wandered off to pick flowers.
Yes.
I think we'll take a long rest first. Everyone agree on that one?
Possibly a good idea.
Be a very good idea, yep.
I think we should go and find some bandits to fight myself.
Go for it. We'll go sleepies.
Yeah, you
On your
find
own,
the
Arthur.
Go fight
bandits.
things.
I'll tell you what, I'll take last watch. How about that?
Are you feeling fresh by any chance?
No.
I know all of you took a beating. You're very depleted.
Some of us took a beating.
Well, some of you stood at the back and hid away.
Yeah, don't know who that was.
I am.
The world is yours, as
How
we say.
badly I ended
The
up.
stage is yours, shall I say.
If we're going to take a rest, I want, as Sean, for Gabriel and Arthur to have first watch together.
Okay. If Arthur would like to do that, the offer is there. It's up to you.
I was looking at you like,
We're having a
Right.
conversation now.
what do you want, wizard? Staring
have a-
daggers at you.
We're going to have a debate about philosophy and ethics and the nature of good and evil.
I had a dream. Well, not a dream about this. As I was falling asleep last night, I had all these wonderful things going through my head, and I bet you I can remember none of what I was thinking of. It's like a writer needs to write it down. So.
Here's the thing. I can't help you with that.
I know.
I don't know what you're thinking. That's the
Okay.
only problem here.
That's fine. Okay. I was a little wary, but I'll agree.
Okay.
Anyone else got anything they want to add before we begin?
We need to sort out the rest of the watches, though.
Yes. So if you're
I thought we
staying,
were just going to wing
don't
it.
forget, if you're staying
I'd
where
quite
you
like
are,
a full rest.
you're not alone. There is a band of dwarfs here. A war band of dwarfs.
It's a whole
here.
army camp, isn't it?
Well,
You're not
it's
in the
not.
camp
I wouldn't.
just yet.
I wouldn't say. No, you're just outside.
Oh, okay.
You were just
We're
outside
up by
the
the
cave,
cave.
but
Yeah.
that's where they were all resting, all recuperating. So you are in amongst
Oh,
a
there was
load
more
of
outside.
dwarves. Yes, you are. Yeah.
I thought it was just those ones we rescued plus the two that were
Oh, there's
fighting load of
a
shit.
lot more. There was like a rotation.
If that's the case, then never mind. I
It's
got
not.
It wrong.
There's not massive amounts here, but there's enough to feel a little bit safer than you did earlier.
Well, point out as well that if you take a watch, you still do get a long rest.
Correct.
Oh, Farquhar's
not
got a
like one or
sexy,
the
husky
other.
voice going on.
Oh God, you do sound rough.
ill.
And throats.
Lovely. Oh
Okay.
dear, Farquhar. Have you got the vid?
I hope not.
No, I got like a 48-hour bug the other day. I'm still
Nice.
kind of recuperating.
So that's weird because yesterday, Dan, I don't think if Kelly told you, I was like really not good.
Oh, okay.
To be honest, it sounds like someone's been playing pool with your tonsils, mate.
Anyhow, watchers. We've got
Daniel,
Arthur.
what have you been getting up to?
Not on stream. Shh. Gabriel and Arthur offered to take first watch. Anyone else want a second and third watch? Or are we going to leave
I'm
that
happy
for
with
the
doing
wolves?
whatever as long as I get some rest.
Indarin will take a second watch.
Okay. So then let's say Bunny a third watch
Yeah, go
to
for it.
finish it off. Okay. So to make it easy, obviously, if you want to do some role play in between, go ahead. So the first watch.
So isn't Castiel awake for all this as well anyway?
He is, yeah. He's
Yeah,
like
will be.
turned off at the moment. He's
I'll
I
be
forgot about
pretending.
that.
I'll be politely pretending not to listen to a lot of it, though.
I forgot about that. That actually saves me a conversation, maybe.
awkwardly, like not triggering, looking in their direction.
Yeah, or awkwardly not being like, shit, they're talking about me.
Okay, right. First watch underway. It's a dusty, like hazy evening. There's like we said, as you ventured towards Balis, the smog was real. It was like ash, and it is settling here as if it was like snow. But there's no volcano erupting around here. You can't see anything. It's not obvious, but the weather is horrible here. Okay, first watch.
What do we need to roll? Or
You
we need to
don't
roll
need to roll anything. I was
Okay.
expecting some talk.
I was expecting a roll for some reason.
I know I can't see in the dark, but it's all black.
Yeah.
I did drag a character on this one.
Do we want to just have that roleplay moment whilst you sort out the...
Yeah, go. No,
You're like, I was.
go ahead.
So, Arthur,
Mm.
I believe we're going to have some conflict, unfortunately. You want to destroy the book. We know what book we're talking about. You know, I know, we all know. That
Where is the book at this point?
In his
In
backpack.
Gabriel's bag.
Okay.
That is on his person on his hip. It's a satchel hip style bag thing.
Okay.
You most likely want to destroy this, correct or not?
I think the book is a bad influence, and I think the more you look at it, the more that you will be influenced by it, and that influence will perhaps lead you to become a less than good person, and then we will have a conflict.
Okay. Now here's the thing. I disagree with that statement along the lines of the book corrupting. Book is just a book. Just the way the sword is a sword. Neither is evil until an evil individual holds it. What is written in the book was not gotten by good means, by any way or shape or form. I don't have an issue with you saying what's in there is of foul nature. If a book can corrupt you, just a simple book, no magic, you're evil to begin with. You're screwed from the start.
I think you're wrong.
Why? Oh,
I think if a book full of holy words can make a man more pious, then equally a book full of words of evil can turn a good man to the dark side.
I disagree, but I'll let that be because I'm not going to argue that point either
Indarin,
way.
unfortunately, is resting. But are you not saying that someone like Indarin will have holy scripture that he would have read and would have made him more pious and would have made him feel closer to his God? And in the
that is
same way,
That is
if
true.
there are books that can influence you in such ways to stand in the light, then there are books that can influence you to stand in the dark.
Here's the thing, though.
They can tempt you.
Here's
Words
the-
have power. Words
here's the-
are knowledge, and knowledge
Here's
is
the
power.
thing, though. That is a different type of book. This is not a book of do evil deeds. This is a book of how to use something for something else. This is no more different than what's Sean has forgotten the word he's after, a guide. There's a specific word that's more in depth.
Does
anyone,
the book
manual, that's the word.
possibly contain instructions on how to make those abominations? Pardon me,
Yes.
excuse me, sorry.
But does not tell you.
That's in character. You bet.
Okay.
Does not tell you to do so. It is a case of how to use this for that.
But
What
the
that
knowledge leads to the temptation, and the temptation leads to the act,
But
and
only
the act leads to
if you're
walking into the dark, away from the light.
If you are biased that way by nature, then you are screwed from the start. No more different than anyone off the streets who's leaning towards good, who finds scripture for a god, can be brought towards the light from nothing.
This is my point.
You're right.
My point
But my point is, I'm not like that.
Well, I don't know that, do I?
No, I'm telling you, I'm not.
How long have we known each other? Genuinely, in the game?
Several
Not even
weeks.
that long.
I'll say several weeks.
Not even
yeah.
that long.
Exactly. So I have no idea, and there you are. The first thing you do is you've grabbed this tome, which we clearly understand. Well, it's not understood because none of us have actually read it. I tried to stop that being a possibility, but we have to assume that it tells you how to make the abominations that we just, well, I say we, Bunny destroyed, hopefully, in the cave we've just been in.
Knowledge is not good nor
power,
evil.
but power is corrupting.
Then why do you have power?
Oh, there's a good question. You got me.
Yes, I knew this was
I
going to
was
get
waiting
somewhere.
for something.
Sorry, I'm not in it. You go.
I thought I was winning that one for a while.
The god sticks his thumb up.
But the power has been given to me.
By what? From who?
That knowledge. Oh, this is important. That knowledge was.
Wait, are you talking about your knowledge of
you
your
have
power
to-
or the knowledge of the book?
No. This is important. The knowledge of the source of my family's power and all the other cells, as far as I understand it, was lost with the founders. The founders never passed on the knowledge of where the power came from. But my father and my father's father and my father's father, and in fact every other cell, as far as I'm aware, have used that power to smite evil and ensure that the light continues.
Just give me 1 minute whilst I write that down for notes.
Sorry, that's important.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm writing it down.
Okay.
That's even written on my character sheet somewhere. I'm sure it is.
So there was an agreement and a disagreement going on, with an argument between the two.
We're not arguing. We're actually
debating.
We're debating philosophy. Actually, we're having quite a calm debate about the philosophies of whether power, of whether a book can corrupt you or not. Really.
Yeah. And Gabriel's argument is, if power like that can corrupt you, you were doomed from the start.
I think we are all
corruptible.
We are, yeah. There you go. That's the word. We're all corruptible. I could say we're all doomed from the start. We are all born, and our lives can take different paths. We can be, shown the light and live a good life, or we can, step into the shadows and live a bad life. But that's determined by the choices we make. And we are all human, and to be human is to be, what's the word? To be tempted. I say we're all human.
I want to give Phil a cuddle.
I say we're all human, but you know what I mean. We're all people.
Yeah, I don't disagree with that philosophy. However,
just be careful with that book. What's left of it.
My philosophy is knowledge, regardless of how powerful, is not the corrupting factor. You are born as you are. Your decisions lead you one way or the other. I know I am not corruptible one way or the other, good nor bad. I am what I am.
We all are. You can't say you're not. We all are.
I am
You can
saying
think
I'm
that
not.
you're not. You can
in
think
fact-
saying
that
I'm
you are
not.
not.
In fact,
I'm saying that I'm not,
we are
as
all
that's how I see it as
we are-
of right this minute.
all able to be influenced. And you
Right.
cannot say you're not, because we all are in one way or another. And
I
our
will
choices,
rephrase what I'm.
the choices we make,
I will rephrase in a minute.
Well, that was-
determine to some extent how influenceable, whatever the word is, we are.
Influenceable.
Yeah, it was.
I don't think that's an actual word, but it is now.
how easily influenced we are. That's what I really want to
Careful.
say.
Someone find us the right word.
Careful, Carla. Is that a word?
Carla,
Oh,
can you
dear.
please find us the right word?
Easily influenced.
Easily influenced.
Okay,
Is
then.
the
Influence.
proper way
Blah,
to
blah, blah. There we go.
say.
Right.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay,
We're not
Oh,
American.
that's
We don't
extreme.
eyes
My bad.
words.
If that's the case, you're right. However,
Well,
as of right now, Arthur.
Can I just interject? Sorry, we do. We capitalise them. Sorry.
Anyway, come back.
Anyway,
Sorry.
Arthur, as it stands at this point in time now, I know I am not permanently corruptible one way or the other. As it
You
stands,
can't know that. You can't know that.
Did you
Or
not
you-
hear what I said? As
you
it stands as of right now.
Guys, I'm trying to sleep here. Come on.
Sorry, Bunny. I think we best curb this for later before we get a clap round the ears, don't you?
Right.
We could talk about this while travelling. This is interesting.
Yeah.
You should probably make a perception check, Sean.
Ah,
Oh,
fuck.
oh fuck. Yeah.
Just
what's that?
curious if you saw Castiel just draw his sword behind you.
Would I have seen
Is
that
it
if
off
I'm
with his
facing
head? For
you?
Hang on.
talking to you?
What? Hang on. Just
Hang on, what?
20. I've seen you. I fart in your direction.
I mean, as Castiel, I am curious to the fact that you said you're not a good person.
I'm not good nor bad.
No,
Yeah, but I'm drawn
I'm
on
not-
the fact that you said I will not become good, and it was like, whoa.
I will not
okay.
become bad, but I will not be good. I am chaos.
I am bad, but that's not good.
I am
No,
not.
that is good.
I am chaotic.
I am the embodiment of chaos.
Even his magic is broken in the way of chaos.
right.
You can now kill Gabriel. His arc is finished. He has explained he is chaotic.
First watch complete. Yeah.
I think I might be chaos. Am I? I'm probably lawful good or something ridiculous.
Well, you might be
Yeah.
chaos after this.
Yeah, no,
so
you're
the-
going to become chaotic.
Is that
Just
the
like
easily
Gabriel
influenced?
will
thing?
become good. At the
Okay.
end of this entire story,
Yeah.
Arthur will become chaotic or
Evil.
evil, depending,
Yeah,
or
yeah,
evil,
yeah.
depending on who you're
Corrupt.
talking to.
Yeah.
And if he
Gabriel
keeps
will
reading that
become
book.
good. Oh, no, Gabriel's going to become good because Arthur's going to fix him.
Right.
Fix him.
Okay. So you have a heart to heart.
And no swords are drawn by Castiel, I hope.
He did.
No, I didn't.
He said he did. I heard
He
it.
draws it only to just clean it off.
Yeah.
He forgot to clean it earlier.
No.
Do you remember I was hiding off to the side, being like, that innocent whistle, like, I'm not listening to you guys. Don't worry about me.
Yeah.
Just propping this wall up.
I just heard it all, but you just don't know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't care that he's listening.
Okay.
This is an open conversation.
So Bunny shouts to you to shut the fuck up because you're loud.
Yep.
All right. So your first watch goes uneventfully, apart from the events that you've obviously instigated yourself.
Yep.
Second watch comes into play with Indrin being awoken. How are you a sleeper? Are you a strong sleeper, Indrin?
Not really. Being a shepherd of the twilight, and
A
I'd
bit
say
itchy.
I'd be a fairly light sleeper.
Yeah, so you probably would have been woken up as well with Bunny shouting, which would have probably triggered the switch.
Oh, come on. They would have been louder.
Yeah, probably.
No, I can imagine we kept everyone up and everyone heard the statement.
Something.
I will happily allow
Okay.
that last statement of I cannot be corrupted one way or the other permanently. Just because I would find that hilarious. Bunny waking up and be like, what the fuck are you talking about? Why aren't you good or bad?
Okay, right. Anyhow, Indrin, yours and Castiel's watch is uneventful. The smog, sorry, and the ash doesn't settle. It's like here to stay, basically. You're getting a little bit of smattering over your garments as you're sat stationary. Same as in your hair. You're going a bit grey, basically. Your watch goes.
If there's ash falling, I'll be covering my face and nose with a cloth or some of my robes.
Yeah, it's like the aftermath of an erupting volcano, but you don't see no erupting volcano.
Dan,
yeah,
you've got a hand up in the air.
I can't. Sorry, I can't see.
I'm slightly concerned about this body-shaped fetal position on the floor.
Oh no, that's just art. Don't worry about it.
Okay, just checking.
It's your eyes. Should we draw a white line around it like a crime scene?
Yeah, it looks like somebody's just died in that position.
Actually, that's the perfect outline of where, let's say, Indran was sleeping. There we go.
He's got a big ass.
Okay.
Fetal position.
I'm not going to say it.
Makes me look poofy.
This bit here is his backside, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. That's huge.
The armour makes me look poofy.
Yeah, there you go.
Unless you want to do anything,
I'm
Indran,
not fat, it's my armour.
we can move on to the last watch.
Yep.
So we move on to the last watch. Bunny awoken by Indran. So as Bunny is in Castiel's watch. The ash it starts to illuminate in the sky as if there's a sun there but being blocked. Still dull and danky and horrible and a bit coffee. But yeah, no, it's not. It's probably something that you might have not witnessed before. It's just a weird worldly
Mogginess.
weather issue. The dwarfs are getting packed up, getting ready to go. They had the same idea of resting up before they headed back. And your watch goes uneventfully. So, at the end of this, morning comes. I would happily say that you have a long rest.
Boom.
Do you remember if I gave XP for the
You
dragon?
did not.
I did not.
You did not.
No.
You said you were going to do it, but you never got around to it.
Yeah.
I believe I can even find the message saying, like, remind me,
Yeah.
which we did not until
What
just
are we
now.
currently at? 3326, except for
not.
wifey, I think.
A few people.
I'm nowhere near that.
I'm on 3426, but I had extras because of note taking.
How much?
I can.
Jesus
This
Christ.
is an open question for everyone. How many hours do you need to be awake and asleep for a long rest to technically work?
6.
6 hours.
6 hours with 2 hours of limited activity.
You can have a long rest with a little bit less, but there's penalties.
Yeah. Now I just wanted to double check of if it was like a case of 6 hours for sleeping, then 2 light activity, or if it was something else, because I couldn't quite remember.
6 hours of sleep, I think, and 2 hours of light activity.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Unless
that's
you're
what I
an
wanted
alcohol.
to. That's what I wanted to double check because I know
Because the Ponzi elves get good at
Yeah.
everything.
Trying to think
No.
how many-
Warforged and all undead things get it better.
Oh, I don't know. The elves get pretty good.
Have you had a look at the reborn character? They have it like 4 hours. Just you chill. 4 hours counts as a long
Right.
rest.
Hey, I'm chilling.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
You
It's
gain
like, what shit is that?
you gain 350 XP.
350.
Yeah. We need to make a note that Rashala gets that too.
350.
350.
Fitty.
350.
350.
350.
I
You know
can't say
what?
it.
I had the XP thing open just now and closed it just before you said that. What an idiot.
You do that I did that as well. I just closed it, opened it, closed it, opened it, closed it, opened it for some reason.
I'll tell you what, we need to kill a lot more of them bloody dragons, don't we? Or at least I do.
I got a better idea. How about we just go on a bandit killing spree? Find the levels.
Yeah, okay.
I didn't expect that to go well.
I'll do anything for XP me. No,
You
Anyway.
XP whore, you.
yeah, exactly.
Anyway,
Morning.
so we're going back. We're
do we
gonna.
Does Gabrielle and I get extra XP for that really good bit of role playing we just did?
Does our HP not reset? Endurance and Castiel's hasn't updated.
Some people's tokens don't actually do it automatically.
Oh, that's weird.
It's something to do with the names. I don't know. As you know,
Oh, there you go. Now
not-
it's now.
mine mine does it. I don't know why endurance didn't do it. Nor
Mine
Castiel's.
seems to be properly in sync, so I'm quite happy with that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
me too.
Maybe there is an option where you can disable it. Maybe check if that's disabled.
Right.
Is this meant to be here? Is this a pool? What's this? Is this a drinking thing?
Looks
for
like
the
a well.
animals?
It's just no, it's not really. It's just a broken bit of scenery.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Always helps.
Yeah. I will award a inspiration for Gabriel and Arthur though. There we go. Give an inspiration.
Pourquoi?
Oh, because we role played so well.
We had a good debate.
We're role playing.
The issue.
What's the word? Divas.
Yeah.
We're playing.
It was right. It was
well.
rather deep. Flipping. Yes, it was a very deep discussion.
Here's the thing. I don't think we dislike each other as people. We just have opposing opinions. Am I right, Phil? Our characters don't actually hate each other at the minute.
No, I don't hate anybody in the party.
I think the conclusion that you guys came to was basically the same conclusion. It
Yeah.
was just you wanted to keep the book and he wanted to destroy it.
Yeah.
God and beliefs wise are basically the same.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't hate anybody in the party. I have a certain upbringing which leads me to believe certain things. But I'm as much as open book as anybody else. So
Put
if you can
any
reprogram me.
more
Books in.
books
No more.
Campaign. Right. I made a note.
Yep.
Okay. Right.
Okay, so-
Okie
Yeah, but there'll be something, won't there? There'll be something. It'll be like a full sidle or something, you know.
dokies. Right. Like the one like the priest outside of
Yes.
Port Hope.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
That's the one.
Okay. You've had your long rest. You rested up. You've helped the dwarfs. You've got a cart full of silver.
I guess we're heading back to the shantytown, aren't we?
How much silver did you say it was again? Total?
Who wrote it down?
It's
You said-
20,500, and is it
There
not
we
in the
go.
notes
Yeah,
Yeah,
somebody
yeah.
wrote it
of
down.
my notes?
Yeah.
20,500.
20,589.
There we go.
Yeah, I couldn't find it on the notes. I
Is,
think I may have just gone past it.
is the
not gone
people
to.
that were carrying silver then still carrying their own silver?
I thought everyone put it onto the cart.
Well,
This
if,
is what I-
if that's the
No, I
case,
did not.
I was going to say there'll be a lot
Oh.
more.
In that case, never mind.
Okay.
Right. Shall we clear that up quickly?
Hence why my cleavage is still full of silver.
Who is carrying
be
silver right now?
I will be now. I would like to pick some up.
Right. So, how much silver are you picking up?
I'm going to pick up 589.
How much?
Rounded off to straight up to 20,000.
No. There's a lot more than that. Because,
No, as in like what's in the cart, because
yeah.
that's what's noted down.
Right. Bunny, how much do you take?
How much do I take, or how much do
How much,
I already
how much
have?
you got? Yeah. How much you got?
1 sec, I did write this down.
People taking money from the cart.
No, I'm
am.
trying to work out what the number is because I don't think it's right.
I never put any in the cart,
No.
and I, in
just-
my cleavage, was holding.
Your cleavage of silver holding is.
My cleavage of silver holding. Oh, maybe I didn't write it down. Maybe I just put it straight into my monies.
I thought you said you took only like 100 or so.
Yeah, I didn't take much. I just took enough that I could
Yeah.
fill my cleavage with.
As you
Did I
do.
not write it down?
I know. Castiel took 1 million.
Yeah, and then Alex,
I've got that.
Cassiel put it back in the cart.
Cassiel put it. See, this is where you didn't.
No, he didn't.
No.
No, I didn't write it down. Sorry, it was literally a handful. That's all I took.
Right.
If
So
that's
I've
the case-
got 50 silver here.
Like, yeah, I'd say probably about 50, something like that. Yeah.
I'll just take a straight 500 out of the cart. We'll figure out the exact cart
Money's
stuff
loaded
later.
already.
Hold on. So I was at one point carrying 3,000 silver from that pile, but I put it into the cart.
Yeah. So you're not carrying no more.
And see,
But
'cause
I
you're a
did
good
that-
boy.
I did that in the belief that everybody else was going to do the same thing.
Well, you can put it.
Well,
in
that was
if you
silly.
wish.
Well, this is the thing. If I could work out that other people are still carrying it, and I know at least one of us is walking like a full money box.
Yeah, and I'm just taking 500 and that's it. I'm not taking no more.
Yeah. So Arthur, how much
The rest can go to anyone
Are you
else.
holding any, or are you going to put it back in the car?
Well, I'm going to take my 3,000 back out of the cart.
Okay.
Can you even carry the
So you've got
3,000?
Yeah, I can easily carry the 3. I worked it out. I'll probably carry more than that. I'm
Right.
but 3,000
Let's
seems to be a
work out
reasonable amount without being encumbered.
exactly what is in this cart.
I got an idea. How about we just say we put it all in the cart, we take out each amount we want,
I've got
and
it.
whatever's
Yeah,
left is left.
I've got it.
Because John took some.
I've got that.
Oh, you actually have that number.
Yeah, I have it all written down. I just people kept changing their minds. So
Ah,
here is no, it's serious. Right. So you had originally that much. 2, 4. So the cart actually has 16,789 in.
16,000. That's
789.
bollocks. I can never remember digits in my head. 16.
1,
That's,
6, 7, 8,
Thank you.
9.
No.
well, I don't know why
Right, there we go.
my
That's
brain
it.
just couldn't handle it.
You take any more out of it, you have to change that number.
Okay, so that's what's in the cart now.
Yeah.
Is that with my 500 taken out or my 500?
Everyone holding their monies is how much it is in their pockets. That is how much is physically in the cart.
Okay then. I will be taking an amount out of that of 500 gold.
Again,
Bring in-
another one?
No,
No,
I
you-
put. That's what I asked Dan. Is that including what I took out just now, or
It includes
Yes.
what you took out. It includes the
Okay,
500.
then.
Sorry, did you take 500 silver or 500 gold?
silver?
Okay, so yes, it includes the 500 silver you took out.
Yes. Yeah. The number
Okay,
I've
that's all
given
I needed
you
to know.
is what is in that cart.
Okay, because originally when I asked, it sounded like it was no longer that. It was a case of that's still holding the 500 silver I wanted to take out.
Okay, right.
Okay,
Oh, no.
Sean is now happy.
Okay.
Are we just heading back to? Is it Belize? Belize, something like that.
Release.
This one,
Belize.
the one
Is
that's
that-
been covered with the dice.
Is that the plan?
Yeah,
Okay, then can we set off?
back.
Yeah, no problem. No issues.
Did we decide on what we want to do with the remainder of the money? Do we want to just give that away or keep it, or do we not want to decide?
There's
I-
not going to be remainder of money.
Hey,
You're taking the rest.
No, we're buying gear for ourselves.
I thought you were taking the rest.
I was
No.
going to say. I think it just comes down to who wants what and whether we can afford it.
Yeah,
Really.
we're going to gear ourselves as much as possible. Anything left over will be saved for, next time we need to go to the
Okay
shop.
then. I thought we were just going
To
to
the
divvy it
shop.
out, and
Yeah,
yeah, I remember. I remember the
off to
conversation
Asda.
we were keeping some and then giving the rest away for some reason.
don't recall that conversation.
No, that was the cart. Let's not start that
that's
conversation
yes,
again.
that was the cart.
Jesus Christ.
End of
right.
cart and money troubles.
No more books, no more hoards. Gotcha. Right.
Or carts. No more than one cart in any given scene.
Okay, so you're travelling on the road back to Belize. Some dwarfs accompany you, as giving you company, and
Do we see any other carts on the way?
no,
Perhaps with stricken old ladies.
no.
Or just ladies in general for us to use to lure Rashala back out.
Never know. He might have found one already. Okay.
Would not be surprised.
So you are heading back to the north end of Balis, coming in here, towards the West District. Okay.
Is the grand tent where the cook was that was feeding people?
Yes.
Where are we actually headed, people? We're going to the war tent.
I believe yes and no. I believe some of us should go there, while some of us guard the cart and the rest of the money, whilst maybe someone else goes get a chest to put the money in. That way we save it being stolen.
Well, looking at the way we're coming in, the supply shack, which is possibly the most likely place to get a chest,
is on the way.
Is on the way. It's the first place we pass, so we might as well just go and have a chat with the supply trader guy.
I think that's the best idea.
Sounds like it.
Okay.
What we really want is a happy haversack.
I would love one.
Not a happy, sorry. A handy haversack.
It's happy because we have silver in it.
Should we maybe go to the stores for armor and weapons first, and then see if we even need a chest afterwards?
I don't think it would hurt just to keep a chest in general anyway.
I mean, the chest is going to be bulky to carry. You've got to carry it around.
We leave it in the cart.
We've got a
lock
cart
on it.
You need to somehow bolt it to the cart, but the problem is if they're going to nick anything, they'll nick the cart. So
Yeah.
What we need to employ
a mercenary to continuously guard the chest of gold without stealing the gold.
Yeah, exactly. I know that doesn't work, does it? That's what kind of tailed off I was alwa's going to suggest.
Anyway,
you could just keep B on top of it.
Yes, no one will touch the cart.
Kick anyone and go anywhere near it.
What's Fluffy called?
Unfortunately, B and the wolf is nowhere to be seen.
Okay, let's go to the shops, sort that out, then continue on.
Okay, so there's two types of shops here. You've got your supply shack, which is your generic basic food and I was still about to say shit, and supplies of the road. You've got your magic enchanter that has his personal magic items that he's selling out the back end of his tent. But then you also notice that in the high street is a grand, look like a traveller's caravan, quite beautifully crafted, lots of colours, stands out like a gypsy caravan basically. And you hear a guy shout out the back, "We have items galore for the war. Please come and browse our wares. We might have what you desire. If not..."
I was hoping you'd make that rhyme.
I'll try and do that.
You made the first bit rhyme.
Yeah, I didn't mean to. I have non-magical items. I have items for musical wares. I have traveling equipment and gear. We have potions. We have scrolls. We have weapons. Well, weapon. Yeah, weapon.
We have weapon.
He goes, maybe weapon. Not that, but yeah. And he's basically saying it to a crowd of... he's desperate because the people that he's showing it to are bereaving widows and battle damaged war veterans that are just stood there, just basically with a limb missing or a gash healing.
So this man is trying to take advantage of war widows and...
Well, he's preaching to the wrong choir.
He's trying to sell to the needy, but obviously...
So he's a bad guy, is what you're saying. No,
I'm not saying that, no.
I say...
It's up to you.
Even I didn't come to that conclusion, jeez.
I would like to have a chat with this man. I want to see what he's got.
Sonny would like to know if he has...
Yeah.
Sorry, if someone has the gift of the gab, then if he's having trouble selling stuff, you might be able to get a good discount.
I wish I took it.
What were you saying, buddy?
Bunny would like to know if he has anything to sharpen this with, and she's just kind of twirling her massive war axe round and round.
Okay, and obviously Gabrielle wanted to have a little chat and see what you got as well. Anyone else want to do anything while we go through what you'd like to do?
Are they buying shit in this shop?
No one's buying it. No.
Okay.
Um,
Because I want to go to the supply, not the supply tent. Sorry, the
Or tent.
no, the middle in the middle. What's it called? The grand tent.
Oh, the grand tent with the food.
Yes.
Yeah.
Big grand tent. The big tent, grand tent.
Yes, that's where I wish to go.
Grandeur. Castiel, what were you going to say?
I would like to try and find a trader that would sell either like magical equipment or good quality weapons and armor.
Be careful of that magic trader. He's a bit crafty
So,
and senile.
so you would know that there is a magical sales guy selling magical items in the back end of his tent, opposite the grand tent. Weapons and equipment. The supply shack would have them most likely, but it might be what's the word I'm looking for?
Steeper.
Not steeper, difficult to acquire because of the situation. But you can inquire. Where would you like to go first? Because they're separate people.
Who wants to do what first?
No, I'll see what Castiel wants to do first.
Oh, I was going to say,
Yeah.
I just need to make a fleeting visit to the grand tent. That's all.
Yeah, so your tent, Bunny's going to chat with the guy, ask for something to sharpen. Gabriel's going to chat with the guy. Castiel, so you want Magic Man and weapons. So which one would you like to go first?
I'm the magic man.
Magic
Isn't
Man.
that a
Magic Man.
tune?
Okay, cool.
There's a
I
tune.
come from down.
So
below.
you can
Yeah,
head
that-
down there with Arthur, because that's the same general direction. Indrin, anything you want to do?
I might be looking for some mundane armor, but that's about it.
Okay, so
Maybe some holy water.
I'm just having a look here for. Did I even put any in here?
Of the section of the map that says cheese house,
Yeah.
do they sell cheese?
I don't know.
Okay.
Probably did way back when. Okay,
That's a lot
so
of cheese.
you would probably
Hello,
head
cheese.
off with. Let's say you can head off with Castiel. But you do know that there's shrines to Moradin around here that you could probably pick up some holy water from if the clerics can spare you some. So you could do that, no problem. Right, okay, so let's start from the easiest ones. Bunny, he jumps off the back of his cart, comes up to you and goes, "You need something to sharpen your weapon?" "Yes, okay." And he picks up a stone off the floor. "Here." And he hands it to you. "Stone, very good for sharpening weapon. Maybe flint as well."
She plinks it with the end of her axe and it just crumbles to the floor.
"Maybe a bigger stone." Unfortunately, no. I don't have something hardier for your weaponry. But no, I don't, sorry.
Any idea where I could possibly find one?
Most likely in a non-war stricken town, maybe? Because
Is there perhaps do you know if there is an ironmonger? Is that a word?
Ironmongers are, I think, people who actually just work
Like a
iron
blacksmith.
into
Blacksmith, that's the
fancy
word.
things.
I'm sure there's one. There's one building. There's one
Building?
operating in their tent. Maybe there's bound to be one around here. But I'm a traveller, a wary traveller, tradesman traveller. I don't know what's around here. To be
What
honest,
do you have that's interesting?
I think I'm
And
lost.
what's your name, good sir? I'm desperate to find out the name.
You're desperate. I have no name. I am the traveller of the world.
First two things you see next to you, Daniel.
First two things. What?
So things. For
Oh,
the
that. No. His name is the traveller.
Guys, just
Cut out.
like to point out, if I recall correctly, Goldhammer said he would send word to the crafters here to give us some good discount on gear for doing this job.
Well remembered.
Yeah,
Let's go
we
find
tried.
them.
We tried that.
But right. Okay. So you're going to ask what he has. We'll get to that in a minute. Let's go back to. Let's go to Arthur. You're heading to the grand tent with Castiel and Indrin. It's in the same general direction. What do you want to do in the grand tent, Arthur?
So there was a guy feeding people who couldn't afford to eat.
Yes, so basically the makeshift tavern that popped up are feeding and giving drink to the needing, basically.
I could cause a riot doing this, but I don't really care. So I'm going to walk up to him.
I predict a riot.
Right, I'm going to walk up to him. Is there like a table in front of him?
There's a makeshift like bar out of barrels, basically.
Is there like a flat surface, basically?
Oh yes, yeah.
Right, so I'm going to empty 3,009 silver pieces onto that table.
Hang on, you like in your pocket, you go.
Yeah, exactly.
I think there is a riot.
Like he just won the jackpot. You know. So there's silver coins everywhere, and I'm like, hopefully that should enable you to feed a few more people.
So you do so. He looks at you and go, ale or 1,000?
What? Sorry?
Would you like an ale or 1,000?
An ale or 1,000? I need nothing, good sir. This is for you to feed the people that can't afford it. I can afford to feed myself for the next year without worry, whereas there are people here far more in need than I am.
He's like looking at you flabbergasted, and his wife pitches in next to him. She's like, oh, you are definitely a kind sir. The gods are looking down upon us today.
Well, yeah, they haven't been, have they? So perhaps this is the start of something on your way back to something better.
Today the eyes are opening, and they sent you your disciple, and give us great coin that we can use to feed and drink. Basically, she thanks you for all of this. There is no right.
What are they going to do? Eat them?
Eat what?
The coins?
Silver.
No. Basically, so from last session, you would know from the history of this is that they have a business in Port Hope that they've moved from Port Hope to here to help with the people. So they're actually using their business like wares, ale and food, and they're giving it away. And they've basically got it making in Port Hope, and they get it shipped down here, basically. So they're able to make more because obviously it's for free for everyone, and they're not actually getting any money for it. But yeah, like I said, there is no riot because everyone respects this place.
Where we go?
Because of what they're doing, basically. You're good people. You're good. You get treated good back. So with that good deed, I think you'll have some people watching over you, I suppose, as you go past.
That's it for me. That's what I needed to do.
Okay.
I had a burden I needed to get off my chest, as it were.
Yeah, pretty good. Okay, right. Magic Man. So, Castiel heads in to the magic tent. It's basically a tent. Indrin, do you follow, or do you want to head off to the pop-up? I'll call it pop-up temple church.
I will hang about because I don't want Castiel to get fleeced if he doesn't quite understand how these sort of establishments work, if he's still fairly new.
So you are greeted immediately by a very leery elf.
I don't know if Alex is here.
Isn't he?
He's gone
A
BRE.
very Larry elf.
Any other kind of elf?
Oh, he put it in Discord. I don't see that when I'm streaming. I don't see it. Okay, let's skip that then. Let's go back to Bunny and Gabriel then with the Traveller. So you ask, what does he have? And he goes, we have all sorts of things here in the back of my... Excuse me. The ale got to me. Not bad. All sorts of things. We have gemstones to containers to clothes to ammunition to adventuring gear to armor. We've got packs if you want to go traveling. We've got trade tools, weapons, couple. Furnishings, yeah, if you really want to put something in your house.
Where's a ball?
There are some arcane items of interest. Musical instruments, if you are one of the bardic type that like to play music and be annoying. If you get bored, we have gaming sets, as well as potions and scrolls. Anything tickle your fancy from that list there, my friends?
Me, you first.
Ooh. So, Bunny.
I thought you said you first. Sorry.
No, I said, Bunny, you first.
Oh. Unless any of that can be used to clobber somebody over the head, not really my bag.
Yeah, we've got some things.
If you pick up another stone off the floor, I'm not going to be best pleased.
Oh, I broke it, chat. I broke stream again. Sorry, my bad.
What did you break?
Keep pressing the wrong button.
I see what you broke.
Yeah, sorry. I'll fix it in a minute.
Let's minimize this.
Okay, cookies.
Wipe this out.
Done. Right, cool. Right, sorry about that. Yeah, well, we do. Yeah, he pulls out this little string. And it's got like a little bit of cloth in the middle of the string, and he picks up a stone off the floor. He puts it in this little lever, and he pulls it back and sling it, and it goes and smashes a shrub. He goes, I had this. It smashes heads from afar.
Bunny leans down and picks up a rather much larger rock and does the same thing and obliterates the rest of the bush. I don't think I need that. Thank you.
And you see him in the back just rummaging. He pulls out a light crossbow and no. he pulls out a maul. No, maybe big stick, big maul. Let's tickle your fancy.
Is it like? How big in Bunny's hand would that be?
Is it like a regular hammer for her?
No, I think
A maul, if I remember correctly, is a two-handed mace type thing.
Yeah.
So it's quite a large thing. It's made out of.
So it's like a meat tenderizer for Bunny then.
Yeah, I would say so. Yeah, heavy two-handed. Yep. So this was
Bunny compares it to one of her hand axes.
So hand axes are nimble and quick and can be thrown.
Yeah, I mean she's quite happy with her two hand axes and her battle axe.
He's barely trying to lift it. He got this. This cracked a giant skull in two.
Bunny pulls out her battle axe. Meh.
I bet you they didn't.
Cracked skulls of some other things though.
He goes back in. He pulls the scimitar. I don't know. Pulls out a whip. Oh, kinky. Put it down. Pulls out this shimmering longsword and goes, "Too elegant."
I know a song about that.
Sorry, I only have this maul.
The shiny.
The
that was shiny. Could I just see the shiny again?
He pulls out this longsword, and it's like an ornate, beautifully crafted longsword with pristine steel blade.
She has a feel with it. Is it nicely balanced?
He doesn't let go of it, by the way.
He doesn't. Right, fantastic.
So you can touch it. Yeah, he's like.
From where did you find this fine blade?
I think I traded it.
I think.
I have a lot of things.
Are there any gems or anything on it?
There is a couple of gems on it, but they're built in the pummel. As you asked, if there's any gems, he goes, "Well, I have gems in the back. If you want to have a look at gems."
Well, you could have flipping led from that.
I did. I'm pretty sure I did. I might not. Master. Hey, I had gems if you want to see gems. And he puts the sword back in quite quickly. I have an amber, I have an aquamarine, I have a black opal. I have what else do I have? He says to himself, he looks in. No, that's it. Just them three.
Can she have a look at them close? She wants to know if are they real or are they actual? Like, how on earth would he have come across gems like that?
Most likely traded into other items, taking it in as trade value. That's common for most nobility. You know, peasant, take this ruby and I want your sword. Yes, thank you.
Yeah, yes, thank you. You have to speak with that voice for the rest of the game.
Only when talking about nobles or...
Yeah. Dan's posh voice. Yes, thank you. Okay.
So
how much for the sword?
The sword. We're looking at gems. Okay.
I'm looking at the sword and the gems.
Sword. He's thinking to himself. Yeah. I think good value of the sword is 1,530 gold. This is a beautiful sword.
Yes, I can see it's a beautiful sword, but is anyone else likely to buy it off you today?
Not from here, no, but I'm sure there'll be someone in one of the cities nearby.
And how much for the gems?
So we have the amber is 150 gold, the aquamarine is 750, and the black opal is pristine, and it's 1,500.
1,500 gold.
This is rare. Only found in the deeps of Mountain's Reach. Well, obviously you can't get there anymore, but that's why it's incredibly rare. They do look pretty real to you.
Okay. I think those prices are a little high.
Well, welcome to the Traveller.
Yeah. So Bunny's just going to continue just looking around. She's going to try and pass off the Traveller to
Gabriel now.
Yeah.
Okay, Gabriel. You're being fobbed off. This man wants to look at wares.
I just muted. Sorry.
Yes, you. Yes.
What magic stuff you got, mate?
What magic stuff? Oh, okay. Well, we've got a focus. If you like an orb. Apparently, some sorcerer said this orb you can cast magic through it. He picks it up and he looks at it.
May I have a quick peek?
Yeah, you can have a quick peek. He holds it up in front of you.
Can I do a check to see if it's actually worth anything to me?
Arcana.
Okay. 19.
Yeah, it's a pretty good. You would probably say it's a pretty good focus. So if you want to use an orb as a focus, you could do.
Is it actually like a +1 focus or just a regular?
No, it's just a regular focus.
I'm gonna absent-mindedly just comment on that fact to him without realizing it, and say, what else you got?
What else? Well, we have
Dan.
Yeah.
What Carla wants to know the gem prices.
No, it wasn't immediately. It was just as a reminder to myself that I did want, and to Dan that I did want to know that again at some point.
Yeah. Okay. So the other things we have is these potions here. We've got healing. Apparently, this is even better healing, and that's even better healing, and that's even better healing.
Is that all magic stuffs you got?
No, I've got some scrolls as well. These bit of paper with scribbles on it. Apparently, I was told that this one it makes you. What did it do again? As he thinks to himself. Shh. Where are we? Sorry, as I remind myself. Yes, this one apparently bolsters your ability to take more hits in battle. Apparently, it's
Can I just have a quick read of that?
Yeah, I can't check.
Most used stat today, Arcana. 22.
Welcome to the shopping episode.
Just charisma one shit. What are you talking about?
Right, okay, yeah. You can tell it is the necromancy spell False Life. He then pulls out this one and he goes, the same fella said that this one, he said some oogly words apparently, and it makes your enemy a little bit weaker in a certain field, and when you hit it, your strength is a little bit more stronger.
Okay. You got any books?
No, I don't have a book.
Not even a blank book. A fresh book.
Nope, there's no books. Nope.
No fresh books.
Nope.
Damn it.
Not even parchment, not even a pen.
There goes my entire class out the window.
Don't you want to know what this other scroll is? This one's really rare, apparently.
I'm going to be honest. I don't think I can use it. I think I already know what that is, and I don't think I can cast it. And I think the only person who can cast it isn't here at the minute.
I haven't even told you what it is yet.
Is it toilet paper?
Sean's going to say it's either Bane or Hex.
Yeah. But
and Gabriel will infer...
He's holding 3 scrolls in his hand.
What's the third?
Well, apparently you're not interested, no?
I am now interested because I was just curious if there was any books keeping you on your toes.
Apparently this is a homebrew that I wrote, so just let me find the information for it. Found it. Okay. Yeah, the same individual. He pulled out this scroll and he said that this one apparently does ibbly bibbly shadows come out and help you.
Ibbly bibbly.
Yeah, well, it was more like...
That's just a bit spooky.
It was more like flames.
Flam.
Yeah.
Just out of this, actually.
He said flame-like shadows reef up and it takes the soul and basically stops you from being seen. Sorry, not takes your soul, protect your soul. I think he was talking about my soul at the time.
I was concerned for a second. You've got a scroll to take someone's soul,
and it makes
you just walking around with that for.
and apparently he said that it makes you more resistant to the holy damage.
I would like to have a look at that one.
Yeah, I think so. He opens it up. It is arcane again. Would you like to roll another arcane just to see?
What's that?
Yeah.
18.
Because you're an arcane person, you need to roll really low to mess this up. It is a necromancy spell again. Oh, excuse me, and it's Shadow of Moil.
Oh, that's
a level 4 necromancy spell for warlock only.
Yeah. No, I'm jealous. Can't use it.
There's a pattern with them, by the way, if you can gather what that is. Okay. No, that's all I have. Unfortunately, you want to buy one of these? You said you wanted parchment. I tell you what, these scrolls, they're good for writing them.
I would not advise doing that if you wish to keep your hands. Don't write over an already written scroll.
But
you can kill yourself.
You said you wanted paper.
Yeah, blank paper.
Okay, anything else?
No, Gabriel will now just be like, for the love of God, don't write over an already magicked scroll. It's bad. What do you think happened to me? Gesturing to his burnt face.
A really unfortunate accident?
Yes, I wrote on a scroll. Don't do it. And then he will...
something about Gabriel?
Well, is he telling the truth? He's being chaotic. Or is he?
Okay.
I believe I'm there to
No,
Yeah, only Bunny's there.
You're not. No, only Bunny's there. Okay. He's like, that's all I have that's magical that I know of.
Can I just spend like a few minutes looking through his wares, seeing what else is magical that he doesn't know about, to try and get a bargain?
Okay.
And if I can't find anything else, I'll just buy.
Roll one last
extra
investigation, and as you're doing that, I'm going to go back to Castiel because you're back now.
Yeah. Can I also just quickly say one regular backpack or satchel extra as well for like a group fun bag?
Oh, you're looking for stuff like... Yeah, it's fine. So investigation, let's see how good you are at looking through clutter. Without him, he's not letting you actually go physically in there and moving things around. So,
ugh, shitty.
Okay, right, we'll go back to you in a minute. So, Castiel, you're looking for the magic man. You have Indra with you. Are you?
Yep.
Yeah, you're back. Right, cool. Just checking. You are directed to the tent, and inside this tent is quite a leery elf, and he comes out quite erratic, and he goes, yes, customers, come in. Oh, hello, you're a bit shiny.
Hello,
shiny.
I'm a robot.
And a cleric. I can tell you're a cleric. Yes,
Yeah.
the way you dress. Yes. He sits there, he just ponders for a minute. Completely ignore you.
I'm 10% sure you're not a robot.
Well, I hope I'm not a robot. Last time I didn't check.
I'm 10% sure.
But anyway, what can I do you for? You're not here to hurt me. You're here to buy my things, right?
Yeah, we want to see what you've got. If you've got anything cool.
Oh, come in. Yeah, come in. Please.
I'm a come in, all right.
He ushers you into his tent. It's basically a makeshift tent where his living quarters. So you've got like a makeshift kitchen, and then you go through a little flap. Make a joke there. And you see his bed, his wash pot, his piss pot, and a chest. And he kicks the chest and it springs open. He goes, right, what can I get you? What you after?
What do you got?
What have I got? Right. So where we start, he pulls out this rod. It's this like silver looking rod. Hang on, I have things I can show you.
Do you now?
I do, yeah. Tell you what, I am just going to send it to everyone. Obviously, Gabriel and
you can't send pictures like that to everyone, Dan.
Oh yeah, look at my rod. It's so shiny. He pulls this shiny little rod out.
Little rod, shiny little rod.
It's a little rod, yeah, with two horses engraved on either side.
End.
He goes,
Either
right,
end.
we have this. Shh, you shh. Right, this. What does this do? Yes. So apparently you push the little knobbly bit here, and it goes, and it extends, and you can't move it. Not even the strongest person in the world can't move it. But I wouldn't press it in here if I was you, because I don't like. I did it once and I had a hole, and he points to the hole, and it's like a little patchwork where it was. Okay. Right. What else we got? He pulls out this crate of like, and you can hear clinking of glass. There's like potions galore in there, and you've got. He pulls them out. He goes variant. We've got variant stages of healing potion, one of each. So he's got the if you're a little bit hurt, have this one. If you're even a little bit more hurt, you can have this one. If you're getting a little bit ouchy, you have this one. And if you're about to die, you will better have this one. He goes, he looks at you and goes, no, we don't want that. And then he pulls out this little ring and he pulls it up to you. He looks through it, he like little eye, he looks through it at you. Where are you? There it is. This one is silver. It's like a man's thick ring with with nice like waves indentation on the... Oops, I pressed the wrong button. You can get rid of that, Sean. Waves indentation on the side with blue gemstones encrusted in the sides. Let me show you it. There we go.
That's pretty.
Just realised I made a mistake on that one. Let's just remove that for a minute. Stop it. Why am I sucking today? And he said, all right, this one, if you like me and you don't like to get wet, you can put this on and you can run across the lake and scare the bejeebus out of the civilians. Yeah. The citizens. No, the people. You scare people.
Whoever.
Yeah, exactly. See, this man gets me. Man thing. Sorry. Okay. Puts it away. He goes, you don't want that, do you? Then he pulls his big leather saddle out. Do you have a mount?
No.
You sure?
Yep.
The problem is, no one really wants to buy this. It's very good, though. It's very, very good. Because what this does is amazing. Yeah, it's very, very amazing. Yeah. So what it does is, while you're sat on this, your bum is so soft. And then if someone tries to pull you off it, they can't! It's like glue. It's amazing. You sit on it, you can't be pulled off it. It's like glue. But you can get off though, no problem.
And it says it makes your bum soft.
Yeah, it's like soft, yeah.
That's weird.
It's like padding, you know, like when you bounce it up and down on the horse.
Don't know what you mean.
All right. What about, do you read? Got some scrolls here if you want. Oh, well, sorry, I've got a scroll. Yes, I have a scroll. The scroll allows lots of balls of light bouncing around so that if you can't see, you can see.
It's a scroll of 80s disco.
Any of them tickle you fancy? Do you a good discount?
You're not really reading people.
No. Oh. You want the rod? No. Want the potions? What about the ring? The ring makes it run across water.
I believe you were after some armor, weren't you, Castiel?
Yes. Yeah. I mean, personally, I'm looking for maybe some good quality armor. Do any of the trinkets interest you, Windrin?
I can't say that they do.
Hang on, let me check. Let me check if I got any armor. And he puts his head in the chest. He goes, "Hello, armor, armor, armor." Pulls out again. No, I'm out of stock. Sorry.
I do have an item I'd like you to look at.
You have an item.
This is a very rare and unique silver book, guarded by 2 silver dragons and their riders.
His eyes are like lighting
This
up.
was in a room filled with treasure, and this was by far the most valuable item.
Oh.
I'm gonna pull out the silver book.
Okay. He's like, he handles it. So his jitteriness and he's like what's the word? Not OCD, ADHD-esque stature calms down because he's handling something that is interesting him, and he's looking into it. He scratches his head. He goes, okay, and he rubs his hand across the spine, looks at the latches. There's 2 latches on it. He goes, right. So, have you opened it?
Nope.
Do you know how to open it?
Nope.
That's first problem.
It's a problem?
Yeah. It's magically sealed, so we have to figure out how to not get rid of it. Open it. But looking at it, it's not an evil book, I can tell you that, because my hand would have been eaten by now, most likely. I've handled a book that did that once. He goes off on a tangent for a little bit about this book that almost ate his hand off, and then he goes back to this book. He's like, okay. And he goes, well, I think if I do this, and he says some arcane words, and with the arcane words incantated said, they click open. Both of them. He goes, ha! Problem solved. I am so good. And he opens the book and he flicks through it and he goes, okay, yeah, it's a story. It's a story about a wandering bard by the name Forto. Do you know this guy?
No, not a friend of mine.
We met him on the road.
Oh, did we?
I believe.
Oh, he sang us a song and we got some buffs.
He did, yeah.
Well, apparently he's several thousand million years old. Hang on, no, that's not a number. Sorry. Several thousand years old, yeah, I'll stick with that. But there's something funny about this book. And he points it to Castiel and you're like, look at this. Oh, let me symbolise it. Look at this word, and he pulls it away. And he goes, yeah, this word, yeah, that one. There.
I'll look at it, yeah.
And he pulls it away. He like tries to show you it, but he pulls it away too quickly. But you get a good glimpse of it eventually. He goes, there's like words behind it, and if you shine it, and he's like shine it, and he pulls up to his little candlelight. He's like looking at it, and he goes, yeah, it's different. And as you gradually get the gist, he's showing you that it is in fact a storybook on Forto, but there appears to be some sort of hidden ciphered text in amongst the text. It can only be shown by a light at the right angle, and you know it's there. You can see it.
Are we able to work out what it says?
Not right now. He doesn't know. It's something you haven't seen before. Yeah, it's not anything that you know about.
Me and my buddy Indrin will take care of it later then.
Do you want me to lock it up?
I didn't go to the car. I'll go to maybe before.
No, we'll look after it. How much do you think it would be worth?
How much?
Yeah. It's obviously, like I said, very rare and valuable. And
well, possibly.
Well, with this book, the thing is, you've got to find the right buyer. So I'm not really interested, but the cipher does intrigue me. Yeah, probably 10 silver. No, sorry, no, that's too low. 5 silver. No. Sorry. Hang on, I'm thinking.
500 gold, still.
What?
You said 500 gold, right?
Maybe. I'm not. I am not buying it. No. You have the book back. No, not mine. No, I haven't got 500 gold. Do you think I got 500 gold?
Who doesn't have 500 gold?
Me. Do you have 500 gold?
Of course.
Oh. Well, then buy it. Look, he pulls up the rod and goes, buy the rod.
How much is the rod?
6,250 gold.
That's more than 500.
He's like.
Oh, you okay? So you
yes.
only want 500 for it.
Oh, maybe. No. 6,250 gold.
Okay.
I think best you extend that rod and stay here with it.
So 62 gold, 50 silver, 62.5 gold. I've got it.
Right, he's gonna roll something now. Because he's not all there, as you could probably imagine. So let's see if we do get it for 62.
This is the best thing to listen to ever.
Right, he's gonna roll it.
I just have to say that. That's the best. This is the best thing to listen to ever. The bargaining.
And he holds his hand out and goes, deal!
I'll give him 62.5 gold. and take the movable rod.
Do you give it to him all in silver?
I will give it to him in gold because that's what I said.
Okay, fine. Yeah, no, okay, that's fine. And he's like counting it and going, yes, I am so close to 500 gold.
So close.
You have an immovable rod, by the way.
Nice.
How much did you give him? My headset cut out.
62.5 gold.
Okay.
That's a bargain.
I have a question. Do you literally cut a gold in half and give him half a gold?
No, I'll give him like half in silver.
Okay, that's also good.
Surely 625 silver is a better way of saying it.
But anyway, okay, bargain.
There we go.
And he's like, you want to buy anything else?
Do you want anything else from here, Indrin?
I don't believe so. I believe our next stop would be the supply shack, wouldn't it? Or
Yeah, I think that was. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, just there was a weapon place.
If there was any weapons, it would be at the supply shack. Because
Yes, we'll go to supply shack.
Or you might be lucky to find someone blacksmithing at the back of their tent. But you haven't seen anyone do that at the moment, and it's quite a big town. But you can have a look if you wish. You might find someone in the blacksmith. It's totally up to you whether you want to spend a bit of time looking for them.
I don't think we have anything pressing, do we?
No.
I just looked up how much an immovable rod usually costs.
How much? How much?
5,000 gold.
Yep.
Bargain of the lifetime.
Yep.
And from a mad wizard.
Okay.
Oh dear.
Okay, so you want to So do you want to venture to find the blacksmith, or do you want to venture to the shack?
Who are we with now? Who
Do you
are you
want to
with
go
now?
shack first, Cassia?
Yeah,
maybe
we'll go to the shack first.
Okay, so you head off to the shack. Right, so you head off to the shack. Arthur, is he back yet?
I'm around.
Oh, you're back.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want to do anything else while everyone else is having a wandering around?
No, I'll follow it. I'll tag along.
With whom?
Are people still in separate groups?
Yes. Yeah.
And where are people going?
So the last thing you knew was Castiel and Indra went to the Magic Man opposite the Grand Tent, and Indra was looking for a holy place so we can get some holy water. And Castiel wanted to go to the shack. Then the other two were still at the caravan outside the shack, basically. Which I'm about to go back to, because if you're hanging around, I assume it would be Castiel. You catch up with him? He's closest.
You're saying Castiel is going to find holy water? No, that was Indrain.
Indrain expressed an interest in finding some holy water. Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, well, okay, you're right. I'll go and meet up with Castiel then.
Okay. All right, let's go back to Supply Shack. So, so Arthur, quickly, sorry, you would catch Castiel and Indrain come out of the Dot War tent, the Magic Man's tent. We'll deal with that in a moment. Okay, so Gabriel, with your investigation of an 8, you notice that in the back of his cart, you were looking for specific things. You do notice that there is a bag in there. Not sure what the bag is, but there is definitely a bag in there. There's a chest, quite a medium-sized chest. It's not a big chest.
Big enough to hold the gold, or not the gold, the silver, or too small?
No, too small to hold that. It's probably a personal-sized chest, basically.
Something you would carry.
Yeah, kind of. The bag looks like a general bag, like a normal backpack.
I'll just buy the bag, put some of the gold in there, tidy the cart up a bit.
You would like to buy the bag. Okay, so this bag basically allows you to venture into a place where baddies and evil prevail, and you have to deal with it quite quickly and successfully with loot galore. That's what this bag's for.
Effed it out.
Would you like... would you? That'll be 18 gold.
18 gold?
18 gold, yeah.
Sure, why not?
So you've just bought a Dungeoneer's pack.
Like, is it a whole pack with stuff in it, or just the bag itself?
Yeah, correct. Yeah, it's basically a Dungeoneer's bag.
So there's no just regular old backpack?
Nope, that was the only bag in there.
In that case, fair enough. I've bought some extra stuff that I didn't mean to. I will add that somehow.
This
I'll find the list.
Not a good place to shop in.
Yeah, no, it's not.
Okay, right.
I'll remove 18 gold and take my bag with all the stuff in it.
Yeah, you got a Dungeoneer's pack basically.
You can just add a Dungeoneer's pack.
Yeah, and that'll be
does that add all the individual things though?
Yeah.
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 Well, actually, I don't know if it does.
It
gives you a list of what's in it.
Who am I with?
Indrin and Custer.
And I'm over carrying capacity.
I will ask Indrin. Do you think it's possible to have like a hidden strongbox fitted to the cart? I don't know, maybe underneath it, sort of thing.
I don't see why not. I mean, it might be fairly obvious to people who use carts quite regularly that there's something amiss. It's kind of hard to hide something on a cart.
Yeah.
I mean,
Not if you've got secret bits.
I mean, if we spruce it up a bit and add some armor or things to the sides to hide the bottom of the carriage.
That's an idea.
God, you're making up your own vehicles. Mad Max.
We'd like a
Pimp my ride, medieval.
Yeah, we'd like a 4-speed gear.
Yes.
Overhead cams.
Get a mad suspension and a flat and a rear wing.
Okay, right.
But that's what I'm thinking is that I mean, we were talking about putting a chest on the top of the car, but it's kind of a bit obvious. I was just thinking of maybe putting something maybe a little bit smaller, but a little bit less obvious. So that if we
How about a mimic chest just for shits and giggles?
Oh no, that would be hilarious.
Higher level wizards get access to a spell that is perfect for what you're talking about.
Yeah.
We could have a secret compartment underneath for all of our stuff and have the mimic chest on top.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly. Yeah.
There's one problem to this floor is how are you going to get that?
What, a mimic? We're going to go in every dungeon we find until you give us one.
Yeah, until you give us a mimic.
So next to the books and the loot, I'm going to put mimic.
And we'll cast Animal Handler on it like 15 times and get crits every time. And in the end, you'll have to give up and say, right, yeah, okay, you've got yourself
Fuck it, you've got a mimic chest.
A pet mimic chest.
Yeah.
Oh, God, yeah.
And every time that we'll feed it bandits, won't we? I mean, it'd be great.
Hey, Bandit, have a look in that chest. It's full of gold.
I'm now over carrying capacity, and I don't know how to exactly sort myself out here.
Empty yourself onto the cart.
Here's the thing: the bag was supposed to be empty. I didn't realise it had stuff in it, and I've now gone over carrying capacity.
Throw the stuff away.
I don't want to throw it away.
Well,
it cost me 18 gold.
Oh, you're gonna have to.
Are you giggling at the empty yourself out onto the cart?
Yes, very much so. Yes,
you're gonna have to deal with it.
Gabriel will.
You're just making it worse.
Will upend his new Dungeoneer's pack into the cart and say to Bunny, take your pick of what's here. There is crowbar, a hammer for pittons, rope, a tinderbox.
Pittons?
Pittons. Pittons.
Things we're climbing walls with.
Yeah,
hammer rocks.
Yeah.
Ah, not a hammer for kittens. Okay.
No.
A hammer for kittens.
I can see why that's concerning. a tinderbox, some torches, and a water skin. Does any of that interest you?
No.
I'm just going to keep the crowbar for myself, and I'm going to clap and try and squish a bug that keeps bothering me.
There's a lot of bugs around.
Yeah, and I would try and figure out what I want to do with the rest of it without.
Question about the skin book.
You can ask Gabriel, right? Yeah.
If it's not magic, does it not require some kind of? I'm not going to use the word I'm going to use the word lubricating. Otherwise, will it not just dry up and crumble?
You mean like waxing or oiling?
It's been leathered.
Yeah.
It's been turned into leather and treated and such.
But leather eventually will dry out.
You'll need to keep treating it.
Otherwise, it becomes cracked and.
Well, I don't have an answer for everything. I just know it's
no, I was
not
just
magic.
wondering.
Because
people are already getting freaked out about touching it. So I'm just wondering. Well, if you want to keep it in good nick, it's going to need some oiling.
Yeah. I will get back to you on that comment once I've had a chat.
I suppose
with
you could
Arthur.
wax it, couldn't you?
I have a question about
candle wax or something.
Indarin and
Yeah.
Castillo again.
Yeah.
What are we actually doing?
Buying things so we can go raiding. I thought that was the plan.
I've got the idea of people are shopping. That I understand. It's like I can't. Are we going to go see somebody and tell them we've done something, or are we got to find something to do?
As far as I was aware,
I can't remember where we're at.
We came here to deliver some supplies, which we did.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They then asked us to help out at this new cave that opened up.
Which we did.
Which we done.
Did.
And then done.
Sorry. I didn't mean to. Sorry. It just came out.
We have done.
Do you know what we didn't do?
We were supposed to go back and check in on that cave to find the mayor's
somebody's
son
again. Or something?
That's way far off.
I was going to say we
that's
didn't,
closer to Port Hope.
We didn't blow the cave up like we said we were going to.
Oh yeah, you got a box of dynamite on your cart.
We do, yes. Amongst other things, just floating around with us. So we weren't getting rewarded for this act. We were just doing it because we're nice people.
I think we were supposed to get rewarded for bringing the sun back, weren't we? The one that we think we might have already killed.
Yes.
By accident.
We could always go back to the person who we got this quest from to go to this cave.
Let's go to the. That's what I'm saying.
We haven't seen him yet.
Do we need to go to the war tent then and have a chat with them?
Quick thing.
Probably.
Quick thing. The original quest we were given: take supplies to Balis, then find Sun in the cave that we originally found the mayor in on the way back. We were given an extra quest by the war tent to go sort out an additional cave. We have now done that. We now have to return to them for that payment.
If we need to on our way back, yes.
No, as in like go back to the war tent to collect that payment for the job we just did, where we found we found the book, the evil spooky book.
Yeah. Well,
also,
after
Dan,
that is then head back to Port Hope, I guess.
Yep.
No, we have another cave to stop off in.
Yeah, it's on
Find
the
the
way
mayor's
that way
son.
though.
Dan,
Yep.
I was going to say now that bag is purely just like as a sideline thing. I don't actually need a bag. It's just like a hand wave. We now have a bag for some of the money.
Yeah. I think with the new D&D thing, you can allocate storage into that bag.
Yes, but then that applies it to my character, and it's going to be purely pretty much left in the cart the entire time.
Okay, fine. So yeah, you fill it up with coin and
yeah, it's literally just as a hand wave. We've now tidied it up.
I could just see a bandit come running, grab it, and go. Oh, just realise how heavy it is.
Can I ask another question?
Yep. As you're walking to the shack. Yep.
Yeah. Is there anything around here that strikes me to be anything close to being like a bank?
Oh, I hear. So you've not seen anything like that at all. That in some sort of like war camp is something that's not probably necessary, not needed, not required.
Nowhere that people are storing valuables.
There may have been at one point here, but because it is war stricken, it's probably turned into a home for the injured or something now.
Okay.
No, there's nothing obvious. You don't see it.
Where is Bunny at this point? Is she still rummaging around in the gypsy caravan?
Yeah, so with the gypsy caravan, yeah. So literally I was heading back to Gabriel and you to find out what you want to do. So Gabriel obviously bought the bag and started tipping out and asked you if you wanted anything. But
And
what
then
did you
he's
want to do
just-
after that?
I would say if everyone doesn't return, head straight to the war tent.
Okay,
So
so
what does Bunny say to that?
yeah, let's say what did Bunny want to do?
Yeah, Bunny's happy to head back to the war tent.
Okay, well at that point in time you're going to the war tent. Indrian, Castiel, and Arthur's going the other way. So
Where are they going?
They're heading towards the shack. You're heading towards the war tent. Do you
I thought
pass?
we were going.
What?
I thought we were
Supply
going.
shack.
Oh yeah, we're going to. That's right. Yeah.
Oh.
So Bunny
So-
and
Was that
Gabriel
not where
wanted-
they were?
This
No,
road
they
here,
were going there from the Magic Man shop.
yeah, this road here you're walking along. They come from this way. You're basically here. So you meet in the middle, basically. Do you pass each other? What do you want to do?
Let Gabriel and Buddy know that we're on our way to the supply shack to check for some armor.
See if you can buy a chest. We need something else. I bought a
The
bag. It's
supply
not
shack
enough.
and the gypsy caravan are two separate things, yes?
Correct, yeah. Gypsy Caravan
Right.
wasn't there when you first arrived at Belize. It looked like he turned up
Right, okay.
while you were in the cave.
Who went to Magic Man shop? That was Indrin
That's
and Cass, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. So, do you follow to the shack, everyone?
I will leave that decision to Bunny.
Because I assume, Gabriel, you're the one with the cart with Bunny.
That's why I'm saying I'll leave
Yeah.
that decision to Bunny.
Bunny
I-
can probably control the car better than you.
Yeah, exactly. Gabriel would prefer to be sitting in the back with the silver, making sure no one runs in and nicks it.
Yeah.
Whilst also reading his disgusting, half-burned and boiled book.
So Bunny's going to greet the others and just say, "Did you find anything interesting?"
A very strange rod.
I gave all my
What does this rod do?
It can hold itself in place and not move. It's very clever.
Question: would that work if you put it, for example, in a bag on a cart? Would the cart still be able to move? Because, or what does the rod?
Would the
The
rod
cart would
anchor
move,
it to
but
the
the
cart?
rod would not. It's just the rod that doesn't move. So if you put it through the floor in the cart and then activated it, then the cart probably wouldn't move either.
So, like, if you put it in the bag on the cart,
The bag would stay still. Is that what you're saying?
I
As
would
in, would you
imagine
still be
it
able
would
to
stay
pull the
in
cart
space and the cart would move out from under it and leave the bag there.
The bag would not have any ability to move, nor would the rod. The bag would be floating due to the rod. Is that
Like
what
a-
you're saying?
the rod would be suspended in the bag, but yes, I think so.
It would be
no,
like
I was trying to see if
could
we
always
could
try
maybe lock the bag in place on the cart so it couldn't be stolen.
Yeah,
What's
you've
my
got to
idea?
have 2 points of position. Anchoring, that's it, yeah.
Either side of the cart.
Yeah, I suppose you could.
Sure,
Yeah,
the cart's
yeah.
got sides.
Okay.
But then the rod doesn't move, so then the whole car wouldn't be able to move.
Well, no, because the rod's anchored to the sides of the car.
So-
It's like walking
Yeah,
on a
you've
train.
got-
The
you've
rod
got-
just
So this is
anchors
what I didn't
itself, though.
understand about the rod, whether or not it is a magical rod that physically does not move from its space.
That's
On
what I
the
thought it
planet.
was, yeah.
that's
Or
correct.
does it anchor
Or
itself to
is
2
it-
points and does
Yeah.
not move from that?
That is
Yes.
incorrect.
Okay.
Which one?
Which
Right.
one?
Let me-
I just answered 2 separate times the 2 points. I said for the first one that's correct, and the second one that's incorrect.
Okay, I
so
didn't
it's
hear you say that
immovable
for the
in
first time.
space.
Yeah, it's a magical item. You
Okay.
put it in the thin air, and it holds itself there. You can use it as a ladder. You can put it if you put it through the cart. People could drag the cart away and smash the cart up as they pull through the rod.
We have
Like
we have a wheel clamp. That's
yeah,
what we've
like
got.
a wheel clamp. Exactly. That's what I was thinking.
So it's not up to it's not up to the holder. It's not
No.
up to the owner of the rod as to what it is immovable from.
So I have the exact text in front of me.
Go for it.
However, you don't know what it does. From a point, yeah.
We were given a brief description by a wizard, and we have not got much more than that.
A slightly crazy wizard.
No,
which doesn't help.
Once you identify what it does exactly, you'll know exactly what it does. Right.
I think you have someone who can do that.
Dealing with this.
Surely there's ways of testing this. It's not rocket science.
Yeah, probably. Just push the button. See what it does.
Just activate it and see if you can move it.
I've now just got images of somebody pushing the button whilst they're walking and then just getting like
close lining themselves.
yeah, basically.
Okay. Okay. So meet in the cart. These guys want to go supply shack to get armor. You were going to war tent. Are you still going to the war tent, or are you going to follow them to shack?
I will leave that to Bunny.
Follow them with the cart.
Okay.
In case the cart becomes useful with things they might want to buy.
So as you swing the cart round, the guys on the walk going forward. Arthur. No, not Arthur. Indurin. That's better. You almost stand in a pile of sick. It's not nice. It's disgusting. Someone was violently ill here and didn't clean it up. That's disgusting.
Is there someone nearby that it came from?
Potentially, yeah, maybe. It looks fresh.
Oh. Lovely.
Is there anyone doubled over? Or?
Don't see no one. Wow, there's a lot of people doubled over with wounds and healing. Nothing that looks like they're being violently ill.
And they'll say someone ought to clean this up and step over
it. Yeah, cool. Right, so you get to the supply shack, and you are greeted by. Okay, Gabriel says some arcane words and it disappears. Cleans it up. Right, we're bellies. So
not guilty.
You are greeted immediately by Pupnip. He goes, hi, how you doing? How you doing? What would you like? What can I do you for? Hello, down here.
We're looking for some armor. I was wondering what you had.
Armor. Unfortunately, I don't have any here. The war camp took it all. I have some swords, some shields, got some crossbows and bow and arrows. Not bow and arrows.
Shields. I suddenly remembered. Am I there? Am I with him?
Yeah, everyone's here still.
What sort of shields you got?
Just a basic buckler.
I want a buckler.
Oh, a shield's a shield, isn't it? It protects you.
What's a buckler?
It's a little tiny round thing. It's barely good enough to protect your kneecaps.
Apparently, Arthur has a problem with size.
Yeah. I'm compensating.
He's looking up at you going, really? It's really good size for me. And he picks it up and it's like perfectly round for his torso.
What is he, a gnome?
Yeah, he's a gnome, yeah.
I need a shield that you can't pick up.
Well, I'm sorry, but we have to make it in quick succession for this war effort. I'm sure the war camp would have some.
Actually, they probably will. I'll go borrow one of theirs. Okay.
Just borrow a wall from somewhere.
You gotta remember, times are hard. We need every bit of coin, every bit of grain, every bit of weapon, every bit of.
Well, I wasn't asking you to give me the shield. I was asking to buy one. But if you haven't got one that's useful, I won't.
If you buy one, someone who needs it won't have it. Do you need it?
But you'll have the coin, which you just said you need.
Yeah, but...
And I need it. I'm helping out with the war effort.
Okay.
Not only that, I'm helping to feed people in this poor, stricken city.
Oh, I am sure if you speak to the War Council, they'll be able to.
All the swords he's got, are they all non-magical as well?
Yeah, they're bog standard basic crap, basically.
No worries.
Built quickly, you know. They're not pretty.
Yeah. No, that's fine. I'm with you. All right. Then in that case, my next port call is the war tent because I want a shield.
Do you happen to have a large-ish chest that would fit on a standard cart?
Do I have a lot? Why did I put my dice box back?
That needs to be bigger than a dice box. Much bigger than a dice box.
Do I?
Imagine if your dice box was a chest for action men.
Well, actually, come to think of
What
it,
is this?
I
A
do.
box for ants?
A chest is not going to save the war front, but yes, I do have one, so you can have it if you wish. For a fee, obviously.
Pardon me.
I wouldn't dare
Your
to dream of
pardons.
taking it away
you.
for nothing.
Let's call it 5 gold, even.
What?
It's a big chest. Well
I
crafted.
paid 18 gold for a bag. You can suck up 5 gold.
I'll give you 3 gold for it.
Free.
Yeah,
I'll
3
put
gold for
6 gold on the counter and push
it.
it
No.
towards him.
That's not how you do
He
trading.
takes the 6 gold. Good deal.
Oh.
There it is.
Oh, you
It's
don't need
fine.
to learn.
I bought a bag for
no,
18
no.
gold, Arthur. You can be quiet.
They'll when you trade with someone, right? They'll come in with a high price. You come in with a low one, and then you're supposed to meet people in the middle ground. You don't just give them 6 gold when they've asked for 5. I mean, what?
This
That's
is a
not how the
war-torn.
wizard. That's not how that wizard did it.
This is a war-torn
Yeah, I just can't
town,
be
and
bothered to
I'm
bargain.
happy to help the man establish himself.
I've just given them 3 grand. I mean, what more? Well, 3,000 silver.
You gave him the what?
barkeep.
Who did you give 3 grand to?
Yeah, exactly.
What? You gave 3 grand to who?
I gave 3,000 silver to that nice chefy cookie person in the grand
Okay,
tent.
since
The
it's
nice
them,
chefy cookie person.
since it's them, you're forgiven.
Well, they're feeding poor unfortunates, so I thought I don't need that.
And why are you
that
trying to
money.
take money out of this guy's
Unfortunate
pockets?
souls.
I was trying to practice my trading
He's
skills.
repenting
So
for his
sad.
sins.
Deflated me now.
So sad.
As you're talking, discussing, I assume you're heading towards the
Poor
water.
unfortunate
Yes.
soul.
It's
Okay.
a good tune.
Placing the chest on the cart.
Yeah,
I will put the bag with silver in.
I would say you could probably get the silver in the chest. Just it's a lot of silver there.
Safer than just leaving it out on the back of the cart.
Yeah.
Well, now we've got the immovable rod. If we find somewhere to park it up, it's not going to go
Ah.
anywhere, is it?
Lock it up proper.
Will clan.
Then we get the car and
You
the rod
know,
stolen.
how long is the immovable rod?
It's about this big.
All right, it's not like
Then
as
it
long enough to be an
extends.
axle.
Then it extends.
I was
Yeah, I
just saying,
thought you said it extends.
Yeah.
Your child randomly just appeared. That was very bizarre.
Didn't know your camera was on.
Wow.
So it's about this big, and it's got a button on it, and he said it goes bang and it extends. But you don't know how long or far it extends.
oh yeah,
No,
it does.
He extended far enough to make a hole in his tent.
Well, yeah, he had a bit of an accident with it. Okay, so as you're
Jack.
discussing about how you're going to protect your new coin, you roll up to the war tent, and it's less aggressive. It's more calm, and they're sat on chairs with cloths draped over it, drinking and discussing the next movements. Basically, they're not huddled around a small table shouting at this map going, we need to do this, we need to do that. They're actually chilling out. They rock up. He immediately pokes his head up, and he goes, adventurers, you are back. I assume victory?
Somewhat.
Well, we're back in one piece.
Somewhat.
Have the guys with the cultists arrived yet?
Yes. Yeah, they're
Yeah, then in that case we're all good. Yeah.
okay.
That was the only reason why it was somewhat. We didn't know if they had arrived yet.
Yeah, there's an old jailhouse just up north that we're using to talk to them.
Yeah, I would like to have a word with one of them, if that's possible.
I don't know.
I have a question for them. Possible lead on who actually their boss is? I want to gauge their reaction for myself. One of them started talking to me, only to die.
Yeah, they're under enchantment magics now.
Have you learned anything from them?
They're hard bastards. That's what I've learned from them so far.
Fantastic.
They could take a bit of beating. They could take a toenail being ripped off. Hot poker in the fingernails and that sort of stuff.
Lovely.
Here's the thing. Some people just don't see their life as that much worth. Therefore, they have no will to break under pain.
By all means.
You've got to find that not all people are like that. Most people tend to submit under pain.
You can head up north. I think we're getting to the point now where we're getting nothing. So if you think you can get something, by all means.
I have a good idea. Am I safe to go up there? Can I have a writ or something to say, hey, I'm good to go in? So I don't just instantly get laughed at as I turn up.
The guards around here know who you guys are because you stand out like a sore thumb. Yeah. Be honest with you, any adventurers up here that does a good deed, they all get treated well.
Okay then. Perfect.
Speaking of, obviously being successful in the capture of these is great because we can hopefully learn some things when they finally crack and figure out what's going on and how we can fix it. So in regards to reward for yourselves, because obviously things aren't free, we can't give you coin, but we can offer you items, any items you need that can be crafted from a blacksmith or something like that. Magical is out of our order at the moment, unfortunately. But there is a gentleman that sells it in his tent just opposite the grand tent if you wish to go and visit him. But if you're after any armor,
just after a whetstone or similar, please.
Oh, whetstone, easy. We can get you that, no problem.
Fantastic.
Can you get us a lock and key and some carpenter to attach a chest permanently to a cart?
I thought that's what the immovable rod did.
No, as in have a carpenter literally attach it permanently without the immovable rod.
We could certainly do that, no problem. And yourself, Priest Indrin? What would you like? Anything?
Looking for some new armor.
What sort of armor? We've only got basics, but we can supply you with some armor.
I'd like to improve what I have currently, so something along the lines of splint mail would be greatly appreciated.
Of what?
Of course, I can help compensate monetarily if required.
Yeah, it'll only be in the form of donations. This is payment. Splint. Are you strong enough, man?
I think I am, yes.
What is your strength?
18.
Yes. I'm sure I could dig out the splint mail for you, no problem. Yes. We got not a. It's not a good quality one, but it'll do the job. Yeah, done. No problem.
I can fix it up myself.
Yourself, Metal Man.
Is there any plate mail?
Plate mail? Let's have a look. We got plate up the back.
Do you have 2 sets? I believe
I was going to say, Richard wants a set of plate.
2 sets.
The metal man's asking for plate armor.
I didn't get that myself either. I thought it was made of armor.
Yeah, I am, and I'm going to now be made of better armor.
It's continual self-improvement.
I've got to see how this works now. I'm curious. Do you like strip down?
Do you replace bits?
Yeah, exactly.
I'm going to rip parts of my body off, and I'm going to put new parts on.
So we get to see your working, your inner
upgrades.
Working.
Yeah.
Strange.
Do we have any? Yeah, we had a couple of dwarfs fall in battle. They are a bit.
You have to wear dwarven plate.
Best plate they're around, didn't you know?
They are.
Yeah, well that is, but a bit of a tight fit is what I was going to say.
It will work though. They are battle heart worn, so they're not beautiful or anything like that. They are bloodstained. You'd like to give it a clean, but yeah, we can give you 2 sets.
Lovely.
Done and done. Who am I
Very
missing?
appreciated.
Arthur, did you
Oh,
want something?
Shield, yes.
Shield?
Not a shield. A decent, robust shield, not a buckler.
Yeah, we
Sorry.
can. Again, the fallen dwarfs have got a. We could give you one of their shields, no problem. Yeah, standard shield.
Super great, fantastic.
And they're all dwarven crafted, by the way.
One last thing. Have you got any just spare, empty, blank books? Like you would record a journal in?
Just desperate for a book.
Just a blank book.
No books.
My soul for a book.
Just
No
just
books.
that, or just parchment. Just something to record written notes on.
I don't, unfortunately.
We can skin some dead things for you, and you can have some more skin if you'd like.
I don't want skin books. One is disgusting enough. Thank you very much.
So, you get... So, Arthur, you get your shield.
Mm-hmm.
Bunny, you get your whetstone.
Thank you kindly.
Gabriel, you get your lock, key, and carpenter. Indrin, you get yourself some splint.
Shield +3.
Castiel, you get yourself some plat. What? Yeah, you can have if you wish. I need a wisdom.
Insert Tiamat here.
I need a wisdom saving throw as you equip it.
I'm not doing that.
Would it be possible for him to give us a couple of hours use on a forge so that I can straighten up some of the armor for us?
Yeah, don't see why not. We have a blacksmith over in the back of Cheese House, next to the prison. By all means, yeah. You can send word to the guard, and they can let them know, and you can have a go. Yeah. Are you a blacksmith?
I was. Still dabble from time to time.
Do you want to change your career and stay here and help us with the craft and get us back on feet?
I feel there is a greater calling for me at this time. Maybe in the future.
You want to take the beast down yourself, Brave?
I haven't thought that far ahead yet.
I wouldn't if I was you. I've seen it. No, sorry, I've heard it.
Have you got a description of it?
Tear down armies with a single blow. It took down a city, for God's sake.
What actually is it? Because we've heard very vague descriptions.
Well, it's a monstrosity creature built to destroy cities.
Oh,
sorry, built. Did you just say built to?
Ah,
It looks like the dragons of the deep. They say, breathing each individual fire upon the color of the skin. But it's just stories they tell the children so they behave themselves. No one really seen it, but
have you heard what we found in that cave?
No.
Monstrosities made out of other creatures. A beheaded dragon that's been long dead.
And the elf pipes up now. Something. It's poppycock. It's just hearsay.
We don't have a magic stone of truth or anything, do we?
I'm not saying that you're lying about what you've seen in there, but it's not a coincidence. It might be a coincidence.
You know, most myths have a base in some truth.
Sorry.
Well, no, I don't believe that. Who would be able to do such a thing by crafting and creating things like this?
Well, that's what we wanted to know.
Yeah, I think that's why I want to poke. That's why I want to poke around with this stupid cultists.
Gods work in mysterious ways. Who knows what any of them could have cooked up?
I don't think this is of any god. Did you know? Were you there for what the cultist said? His master has already created his masterpiece. I think this monstrosity is his masterpiece.
Could well be.
I want to crack at that. One of those cultists, or even both of them.
Like I said, be my guest. They've said nothing so far. And they may
once
not
that
look
chest is
human
locked.
when you look at them, but... So,
Yeah.
just to speed up things, you get everything that you desire. You're fed well, you're treated well. You go to the blacksmith, you have your time at the blacksmith. You repair your armors. The shield gets repaired if you wish it. The blacksmith does have wares there too, but they're basic armors and basic weapons. Obviously not free.
Could I buy some smith's tools from him to take on the road?
Oh, of course you can, yeah, no
Because
problem.
I just realised I don't actually have any tools.
So the smith tools, he would say, well, I have been asked to give you a discount, but this is my own pocket. I can, but I have been asked, I suppose. So, yeah.
How much?
Hang on,
For the use of your own personal forge, I am willing to pay full price, and you can take the rest as a tip.
There'll be 15. Well, you say full price would be 20 gold, but I
20 gold.
I
Done.
can take 15.
No, 20 gold. Done. There you go. Do you want me to pay the man?
I'll pay. It's not a problem.
All right. Don't mind. I just agreed the price. I didn't
For
want to
20
presume.
of your hard-earned gold, you get yourself some smithing tools.
Thank you very much, and thank you for your time on the forge.
Okay. As you gather over lunch, we're gonna stop it there so that we can think where we want to go next, because there's quite a few pies in directions of Tuss and what people want to do. There's one big pie that you may want to go and visit. Some stories are starting to become true. I'm hoping that reality of what's actually happening, there may be some realization of what things are powering up, hopefully. But we'll see. So we're going to finish
I
it
haven't
there.
got a bloody clue what's going on. I don't know about the rest of them.
Poochie pooch.
Well, it's not what's going on, it's what's happening in the immediate area.
I ain't got a clue about that either, really.
Well, hopefully you find out at some point. I know some of you have been saying the right things, but depends on how you take it and what you want to do with that information.
I'm just curious if Gabriel's actually got it in him to find out information from these cultists.
Gabriel.
Sorry, Gabriel.
I've already got
Gabby.
ideas. I just hope that two people in the room aren't there.
Mm.
Can people guess who I don't want there?
I want to watch you interrogate them.
Arthur
I
and Indra.
was hoping you would not say that.
Why
God.
don't you want Bunny there? That's a bit
Oh, I
mean.
want Bunny there. She'll be good to lob off her hand.
By accident.
No, intentionally.
No, but she'd probably do it by accident.
Quite frankly, I think if you want anyone there, it'd be Richard, wouldn't it?
But he's not here at the minute.
No. But if it happens next week,
Oh, I would have wanted him to be there.
I'm pretty sure B could do some damage with her.
oh gosh, actually,
No,
yeah.
that's the second person I don't want there.
No.
The thing is, you
Rewind
haven't seen
everything.
B
If you,
in several days, so
it'd be like you kick B's chins and bang, done.
So,
okay. So the funny thing is about the immovable rod. Gorgamore in our campaign can probably move it.
it's a heavy weight item.
There is a
DC 30
strength
strength.
check. Yeah.
Yeah, there is. I mean,
I could
it
know
has
that.
a theoretical limit, doesn't
You
it?
can only move it 10 feet.
Per action.
Yeah. Just see Gorgamore flex and see the
Yeah.
muscles go. They just move. You just hear it.
I don't think
I-
it extends, by the way, Dan.
Oh, it did.
I
No,
have
I don't
heard
think it did.
interesting stories about immovable.
I thought
rods.
this was a custom immovable
Yeah.
rod that Dan made.
You mean the one where they put it? Is it Critical Role that put it in the dragon and kill the dragon with it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, poor
I knew a
dragon.
guy who wanted to turn it into a hammer.
Okay, you know, it doesn't extend.
Okay.
How about we have a new custom immovable rod?
That extends.
Yeah,
How long is it?
It's been fiddled with by an artificer.
Yeah,
all
it goes
right,
from
I'll go with
goes
that
from less than a foot
The
to like a meter or so.
the magic man told you it extends. So in your eyes, it extends.
An artificed rod.
That was funny. that was.
Immovable rods, quotation marks.
That's when we find out when it extends, it's movable.
And not so immovable rod.
You could do one or the other. You can't do both.
Right. Okay. So, yeah, we're going to finish up there because I'm quite tired. I ideally would like Rashala at the next bit.
I would want him at the next bit as well.
So we'll go from there. If he's not there next week, unfortunately, we'll just go on without because that's how we roll. We don't wait for no one.
Time waits for no man nor woman, or other,
Or Dragon Ball.
Or thing.
or other.
Okay, so I'm going to hit this button. Have my nice new overlay pop up. Hi. Worked hard on that. See the map. On the map. Right. So it's a bit of a shopping episode. A bit
Nice
of
relax before the torture.
information gathering. Hopefully, the next section will have answers. We will see in the next episode of the Shaken Lands, episode 14.
I'll have changed up some of that silver with the War Council, by the way, for some platinum just to reduce
So
weight.
this is what I was.
Sure.
I was asking for a bank.
I tell you what, you're able to do that. No problem. I'll let you do that.
So we have in total
You could do that.
16,789 in the cart.
So you could make 160 platinum from that.
Yes, Bunny would like less silver jingling around in
Yes,
her.
please. That'd be beautiful.
So it is what 100 silver to a platinum.
I have a. Give me a minute and I'll
Yeah.
get to play thing.
You can,
And
you can
100
do
silver to a
all your
platinum.
all calculations.
How many silvers in a gold?
10.
10.
10. Okay.
Yeah.
So
6.
I
There's
have
50 electrum in the
gold.
gold.
silver.
No one bothers about Electrum ever.
No, isn't that just a purely Curse of Strahd nonsense?
No,
thing?
no, electrum
No, it's the real
is
thing,
a currency derivative that
Okay, so
come from
Silver.
the arcane.
that amount of silver would go into one of 1,678 gold pieces and 9 silver left over. It would then go down one more for, I think, 167 platinum, 8 gold, 9 silver.
So if
Okay.
you want to convert your cart, you can.
Do we want to
You
convert
just
the
gotta
whole,
remember
the whole
it.
cart?
Your guys have got the information. You lose that information, it gets stolen.
So who wants to convert it all to platinum, or do we want to convert it to gold and leave it as gold? Because
I think
gold
gold
tends
and leave
to
it as
be
gold.
easier.
Seriously,
Gold's probably
go
easier
leave
to
it as gold,
shift.
because if you try and spend a platinum and someone says, "Well, sorry, I haven't got change," then what do you do?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Gold's a
agree with
lot more common. Platinum would be nobles. Even then, like Dan said, gems would more likely be worked with them.
that. Yeah,
So-
gold.
So everyone in agreement? So
Yep.
now
Yep.
gold.
Gold, 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 gold,
Yep.
gold, gold.
So you got about half a chest.
And a bag for nothing.
You bought that. 18
I kept
gold.
most of it after all.
That'd be good to hide the dynamite in.
Oh yeah.
That is actually a very good point.
So
Especially when you want to wear it around your waist.
your cart is fashioned beautifully with this chest. The carpenter did very well, and it's built in under the seating area, so it's actually kind of like hidden in a little
So
bit.
it's now, so that chest, that Indran bought is now useless.
Someone
No,
stole my
they
idea.
built it into under the arse
okay.
of the where
I
you
see
sat.
what you're saying now.
So from view, it doesn't look there, but
But it has a
but-
lock on it.
Yeah, you can pull open the seat with the lock removed, and you can get into it basically. That
So
way.
it's now secure.
As much as you possibly
Mostly.
can until someone nicks your cart.
Or if we put the immovable rod in the cart, can't move the cart.
Yeah.
So
So
they
I will
just
just
click the
check-
rod and then move the
But-
cart and the rod.
What about
Yeah.
if we put the rod inside the hidden compartment, click it, close the lid, lock it, hide the lock,
This
problem
sounds,
solved.
I feel like you're overcomplicating this a lot.
You're right, I am.
Why don't we just take the wheels off the cart anytime we
Yeah.
go anyway?
I feel
Yeah,
like the
even better.
movable rod might have a few better uses while we're actually out adventuring than just locking the car up.
Yeah, that is also a good point.
Catch! What? Oh, shit!
Yeah, just pin someone down to the floor.
Yeah. Like Thor's hammer, innit?
Yeah.
It's not that, you just put it in the like at neck height in a hallway, go around the corner, call the bad guys, run down the corridor a bit, and just watch them all close on themselves.
I can't believe you did that. I've literally writ a section in here, the items, about this elven gentleman.
Which elven gentleman?
The-
We've got
the-
me.
The mad elven gentleman.
That fucker.
if you bartered with him, he would. There was a 50% chance he would go with what you say.
God damn it!
I should have tried.
I
wouldn't
can't
have
believe
bought-
you got that for 62 points.
I know. Good, right?
That's the best thing ever. We need to have Cass do all the bartering.
He's the team barterer, is he?
He's the team. He's the team mascot.
Okay. Right. Okay. Well, I'm going to leave you guys because we're finishing up. Next stream, I'm not streaming this Saturday because I've got a few promises I'm going to mention in the Discord. We're upgrading the sound quality on the tabletop, and Indra in chat has been using the microphone and it's been pretty clear. So I used it last Sunday, and the sound quality is pretty good. So hopefully once we get everything in place and sorted out and I've got all the wires and all that sort of stuff and it's working well, we'll go back to streaming the tabletop. We're hopefully just in time ready for the season 2. Which is
Got a month and a half for that.
Yeah, we've got a month and a half. But it's good to get everything nailed down and sorted out prior to that. Which is the intention. So the last few sessions will be streamed and then we'll have the layout and all done well. Yeah, things are progressing and going really well. So thank you very much, players, for coming to this shopping session, and thank you very much, viewers, for coming along. So I didn't actually answer my question. I'm that tired. Next stream would be Sunday, but not my stream. It's on Candlekeep Ramsey's stream, and I'll be in Magic the Gathering, where I'll be playing Commander in the shop. My next stream would be Wednesday, actually. Next Wednesday again. Wow, I'm down to one stream. What's going on here? I need to check my calendar. My schedule is not going right. It's all about improvements, and we're having a little break while we're doing the improvements. And yeah, it's getting there. So, all right. Stay safe, guys. Thanks for watching. And I'll see you next time. Peace.
Toodles.
Is that toodles?
Yeah, toodles.
Yes.
Toodles.